as you can see right now, well, you don't know, but right now we were on our way to an Indian restaurant. It was our first night there. We got a little lost, but eventually we make it. So here we have our first dish.
It's gonna be 6 dishes. It smells good. It tastes good.
You're surprised that it tastes good, right? Because like the things in it, you probably wouldn't.
It's not my cup of tea, but es como que
sabe bueno. Como like cuisine.
I might not eat it all.
Okay.
But it tastes good. And the sauce too.
Yeah. So after this, we went every night to a different restaurant. But on the last night, something very, very special happened at the restaurant, and I'm gonna show you. Ernesto thinks that I'm being unfaithful because he found a note on my phone that had to do with the surprise that I was gonna do for his birthday. Or I still plan to do, but let's see. And then I snatched the phone away from him, and he was like, he was like, "Why did you take the phone away?" He's like, "Why did you take the phone away?" And it was because of surprise. But I'm not gonna tell him the surprise. I told him I can't tell him until 10 p.m. So now I'm dying laughing because he keeps interrogating me. And now he found out that I deleted the note. So he's
that
like,
sounds
oh,
really bad, yeah.
now when you tell me the note, now when you tell me the note, you could just, he thinks I could just make anything up, but I'm not.
She can.
I promise you there's no way I can.
How can I believe you?
I'm married to you. I'm your wife.
So what? Women lie all the time. Married women lie.
I'm a different woman. But yeah, so it's really funny. I'm dying laughing right now.
Receive your food.
Alright.
That's right. This thing is kind of growing over here.
Look over there. That's for you. Yeah. Yeah, that was a surprise I didn't want him to see in my phone notes. Now, he wasn't checking my phone. He was literally looking at pictures. But I was like, what if he goes in my notes? So I snatched it away. But it just made it so much funnier. And then the rest of the honeymoon, we just relaxed, took everything in. So here's just a little bit more clips of that. With Ernesto, my husband. It's 6 in the morning and we're eating like lunch, basically. Or a lunch type of meal. When he's your husband now?
Oh, you're recording.
And he can kiss you? Was it worth the wait?
Definitely. Come on now.
We didn't kiss for literally a year and 9 months on the lips because sometimes towards the end of it, like, you know, let him kiss my cheek and my hand. Now we can kiss. And it's amazing. Like, it's so cool. Like, it's not
no
that
more
difficult.
boundaries, and it was worth it. It's just worth it because it makes it more special. Like when you get to know them, what's the word?
Emotional
intimacy. You're not blinded by lust. So by the time you do get married, it's the lust parts are easy. It's easy to be comfortable around each other because you've had that emotional intimacy. You got to know each other for who you are.
Yeah. And I will also say, marry your best friend. Do not marry someone who you cannot be fully vulnerable in yourself with. Because even though intimacy is great, like there's other parts to your relationship that, like, let's say you guys have great intimacy, but like you are selfish, or like you can't stand them, or like you can't stand their personality. It's gonna be really bad.
Because when you really think about it, intimacy is a small part of it. Like in terms of everything you do in marriage, all the responsibilities you have. You know, intimacy is a small part of it. It's great.
It's important.
It's really important. It's great. It's amazing. But it's really bad when you hear stories of somebody who has amazing intimacy, physical, sexual chemistry with somebody. But 99% of the time when they're out on dates, when they're living at home, they don't get along. They always argue every single day. It's miserable. And then on top of that, you don't feel like you can open up with the person. You can't share how you really feel about certain things. So That's why a lot of men and women out there, yeah, they boast about, oh my gosh, yeah, we have a great sexual life and everything, but they have a lot of secrets that they hide from their husbands or their wives, and it's just a mess, and it leads to cheating, and it's a mess. So marrying your best friend, somebody you can be vulnerable with, somebody you trust in, is gonna make marriage a lot more easier.
Yeah.
It's just gonna make it a lot more easier.
Like Ernesto knows my deepest, darkest secrets.
And she knows mine.
Even before we got married. Some people have, like, I know certain people where it's like, oh, like, when I'm married, yeah, I'll tell them everything. But it's like, if you're gonna get married, you gotta prepare for that. You know, might as well be vulnerable from then. Not vulnerable in terms of showing your body, you know, but like emotionally, because you guys are gonna be one. And why would my other half, even though he's on my other half, like, the other person that I'm with not know me fully? Like, it really messes up a lot of stuff. So
exactly. So I hope you guys, I mean, yes, we're still newlyweds, right? There's still way more. There's probably people who are married watching, they're like, oh, you have no idea, at first it's great, you guys get along, but this is our journey. We're just documenting our journey, how we feel, how we're processing things. So
all I know is that I love him
and I love her,
and we're gonna be together for the rest of our
forever,
life.
until we die or until Jesus comes back.
Yeah, exactly. And I also love that God made us wait so long, because like it's so much like sweeter to be together.
Exactly.
Like, I'm just more grateful. Like, I'll be out here
Super
crying
grateful.
randomly. I mean, it's also like it's about to be a time of the month, but not even then. Like, I just cried of gratitude to God, like,
God is
for
so
having
good.
him in my life. That's such a blessing. I don't know if we'll ever post this.
We have to post this.
Okay.
Yeah.
God is good. We gotta obey him. He's the best. He's beautiful.
It's lit.